Greetings, everybody. It's time once again for 4K for you. Welcome to the program. I am Tom Connors. With me is Valliant Renegade. How are you doing?
What's up? Good to see everybody out there. Good to be back live at 6.
5 in some places.
It's 5 in some places. Well, it's 5 in Mountain
it's
Time.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. Good to see everybody out there. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and is going to have a Happy New Year coming up here.
Glad to be back indeed. And we also have with us Mike from Astro Media. How you doing?
Yeah, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. It's 7 o'clock for me, so
yeah. In some places it's 7, some places it's 6, some places it's 5 still. So we'll go with that, and welcome everybody out there in the chat. Greg may be along later, but I don't think he's going to make it today. But just the same, do check out FanZcene. I should be there later live with him, talking about some Blu-rays and 4Ks and all that business and other physical media stuffs. But until then, let's talk some other stuff here. Quickly, we'll say hello to a few people in the chat, and we'll get into the news. We got Attila the Hungry. We've got Zach's here. Van Helsing. AB James is here. Dragon Master 360's here. Coffee Lovers here. LK is here. We got Mike in the chat and on the show. See? And then we got, let's see here. We got Walloween, if I'm saying that right. Duck Nation's here. How you doing, Duck Nation? Doba Fett's here, Spaceship Vampires here, and also a member. Thank you for that. Victor Fontaine is here. War Monkey's here. Scott Westbrook is also a member and here as well. Mecha J, speaking of members, is here. Dawn of Mutilation, also a member. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. We see so many of you coming in here. Please hit that like button, share out the link, let everybody know we're live. We got Dawn of Mutilation. Let's see here. Carl's Arts Universe chiming in here. We got Scott Cook, APM, Zitrick, if that's how you say that. Zitrick. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. So it's been a couple weeks, but we've got a few rumors and announcements to go through. So we'll probably kick off there. I'm a little unprepared because I didn't know until nearly the last minute Greg wasn't going to be here, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. It's not that hard to find. Oh, and you speak of the devil and he shows up. Look at that.
No,
we thought he wasn't going to be here.
No. We already said he wasn't going to be here.
We already covered for you.
I didn't think I was
breathing heavy. He's like, I'm here, guys. You can start now.
I didn't think I was going to make it. I may not have long. But,
no, that's fine, brother.
It's been rough. My kids lost Penny. He's been in the hospital for 2 days. They had to take it out.
Oh no!
It's been horrible.
Oh, dude, yeah. So if you got to run, don't worry about it, man.
Man. So I probably got a little bit of time. So.
No, that's no big deal, brother. It's totally understandable. In fact, we're just going to talk. We're just about to break into the announcements and rumors. So your timing is actually pretty impeccable. I don't know if you have anything prepared. If not, no worries.
I got a few. I don't have everything. I have.
I got a backup here just in case. But go ahead and give us what you got to start with.
Okay. Are we live?
Yes.
Okay.
So hopefully you didn't say anything you didn't want out there.
No, it's all good. Here's something for the Warner Brothers. I assume this goes along with 100 years with the TV shows. Longmire, the complete series, is coming to Blu-ray on February 14th. So I figure that's part of the big 100 thing. They talked about that. Keanu Lorber is going to release what's this movie called? I have it right here, and I can't even. The Expert, starring John Travolta and Billy Preston.
I think we rumored that one last week or week before. Not last week, the week before.
Yeah, and no date yet, but it is confirmed by Keanu with the new 4K scan. So, but it's
There
just
you
going to
go.
be Blu-ray. And then they're also releasing.
Oh, so it's not a 4K, just a Blu-ray.
No,
Okay.
it's 4K scan on Blu-ray.
Paramount, typical bullshit. Anyway.
Yeah. And then they're also Kino's also going to be releasing on March 7th, Secret Admirer with Kelly Preston, C. Thomas Howell, Lori Loughlin on a new 2K scan from the 35 millimeter interpositive.
Man, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel there with those two.
It's something, yeah. That
I
was
like
cheap
those
ones.
movies, but yeah, that's not like the best, I would say.
Wish Lori Loughlin would have a 4K OnlyFans channel.
Wow, there you
She's
go.
got to make up for that money that she's got
I
to
think she could still pull it off. I mean,
Oh,
pay
yes,
off
she
the
could.
schools.
yeah. Did you guys talk about Once Upon a Time in the West?
No, we didn't yet. We didn't.
No, we haven't talked
we
about
didn't-
anything yet.
And we didn't get.
Yeah.
Your timing was impeccable.
There we go. Yeah, like I said, it's been a rough couple days.
Which that one is one I believe we've been asked about a couple times before, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah,
Yes.
not surprising, but a welcome. I think rumor at this point, or is that one that Kino's announced?
I believe it's going to be.
That's
for Kino.
coming from Paramount. I think that's coming
Oh,
from
that's
Paramount.
Paramount. That's right.
Paramount.
I don't know why I was thinking that was an MGM one, but either way, it's still Paramount. Yeah.
Paramount on 4K, yeah. I think Kino had denied it. They asked if it was part of this, and Kino's like, no, we couldn't get Once Upon a Time in the West. So it's all them. It's all Paramount.
Yeah.
Our lovely friends at Paramount.
Yes, indeed. Well, they seemingly take better care of the older titles than they do some of the more modern ones in quotations.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
It's hit or miss.
Yeah, like
Has
here's one of
anybody
the-
else got another 48 hours yet to see what I was talking about?
No, I
Not
didn't.
yet.
No.
I got it for Christmas. I haven't watched it yet, though.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, speaking of newer Paramount ones, Jack Ryan with Chris Pine and the guy from Yellowstone. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, doesn't that get season 1 and 2
Okay.
drops?
No, this is the movie.
No, the
Oh,
movie.
these are the
Jack
movies.
Ryan, Shadow Raccoon.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Costner. I can't believe I couldn't think of Kevin Costner. It's coming to 4K on February 21st. So from Paramount.
I watched that movie once. That's how much I forgot about it because I didn't even remember Kevin Costner was in it.
I
And I
watched
just
that movie
got caught
once.
up on Yellowstone
Yeah,
all the way last night.
It's not a bad movie, but it is completely forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the trailers, but that's like about all I remember.
Yes, Boba Fett, that guy from Tin Cup. Yes.
Yeah. The dude from Waterworld or the Postman.
He was in that movie that one time. What was it? Oh, yeah, Tin Cup. Yeah.
Well, after this show, he will forever be, John Dutton. That will be his character
Yeah.
from now on, henceforth.
He was the corpse in The Big Chill.
Yeah, originally. I saw you just pick that up. I've had that for a while. I was surprised that hasn't been in any of the Columbia collections yet, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Surprise, yeah.
But I don't think it did. It get any Oscar nods at all? I don't think it did.
I don't remember if it did or not.
And that seems to be the MO, is most of these have to have gotten at least some kind of nomination or win so far. I think I figured out that pattern. But anyhow, moving on. I'm curious what we'll get in the fourth one coming next year, maybe, hopefully.
Maybe. Shout Factory is releasing Dance with Death from 1992 and Dance of the Damned from 1989 on a Blu-ray double feature.
Too much dancing going on here.
Not a trilogy with Dance If You're Damned If You Do and Damned If You Don't?
I don't know, but I like the cover of Dance with Death. It's a
I
naked
don't
chick
know,
on a
never heard of
gun.
it.
Followed by
Really,
the
but
complete
that's-
television series of Dance Off and Dances with Wolves and Dancing with the Stars. So,
I was waiting for that one.
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
And Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing with the Stars.
In a
Savannah
box set.
Nights.
With Harvey Weinstein.
Dancing box set. Oh my God.
Let's not
Starring
forget
Jennifer
that-
Lawrence. Oops.
And Bill Cosby.
Oh.
I'm coming
you
back.
like yourself a Rufus Colada?
I want a banana pudding.
I'm putting it where it don't belong.
That's right. That's why it's a chocolate pudding pop.
Chocolate pudding pop.
Uh,
So who's
everyone's
buying
got room
tickets?
for Jello.
Who's buying tickets?
He may get a ticket. Oh Lord!
Yeah.
All right, moving on. What else you got for us?
Let's see. Oh, another Kino title I missed. Now, once again, scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Making Mr. Right, starring John Malkovich and Anne Magnuson.
I don't know if that's scraping the bottom of the barrel. That one's kind of like one of those lost
It's all right.
oddballs. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's
like being John Malkovich, like with everything with Malkovich in it.
yeah.
it's a really early Malkovich one too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fairly early, yeah.
Yeah. Good. It'd
I
be a
remember
good.
being on cable all the time. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
a good one to pair up with Peter O'Toole's the creator.
There you go.
If anybody remembers that one.
Yeah. No,
Very
not
similar.
really.
Very similar present. Very similar present. If I can speak correctly.
Oh, whatever I
Very
got's
similar
catching. I'm sorry.
premise. Very similar premise.
Similar. Yeah.
What about Making Mr. Goodbar?
What about Ellen DeGeneres and Mr. Right?
Oh,
So-
fuck that movie. That is God, Lord Almighty.
I remember that piece
See,
of
now you're
the-
scraping the bottom of the barrel, motherfucker.
That was the Bill Pullman. That was the one with Bill Pullman.
Yes, and what's his face
Yeah.
directed it too?
Yeah,
Nick Castle.
Yeah, Nick Castle.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I do not know.
Because what else was he doing?
He needed a job.
Well, he did do Mr. Payne, but
It was better than Major Pain.
or Major Payne. That's what I meant. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like Major Pain.
I'll put my foot so far up your ass the sweat from my knee will quench your thirst.
Hey, I will always love Nick Castle for The Last Starfighter. So
Oh,
Well, that too,
guaranteed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that's about all I had or that
What
I've
in the world
seen.
would anybody want with a blind dog?
Yeah, I think that's about all I've had. That's all I've seen. There hasn't been
Okay,
nothing.
well, I got a few
nothing
more
to-
for you.
Go ahead.
We have, let's see here. Little Darlings is a rumor. Sounds like that, of course, is the Tatum O'Neal, Christy McNichol classic that if it was reality would only last about 10 minutes.
yeah. Jeez.
If anybody knows the premise of the film, yeah, it's about as fictional as you can get.
Yeah.
I always say that about almost every horror movie ever made, to where it's like, this would have only lasted 10 minutes if one of these chicks had a concealed handgun permit. This was over in 10
I
minutes.
get what they were trying to do. They were trying to do a female version of like Porky's, and it's like, look, you can't.
No.
Yeah, you can't.
Because
the moment a
Porky's
woman
was
says,
made
I want to
for
get laid,
guys.
she's got 20 people or more than that, however many people in the vicinity can hear her, and even some women probably. Line
Short
up.
of you looking like Amy Schumer. I mean, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Especially in a movie like you got Tatum O'Neal and what's her face at their,
Yeah, Christy
damn near their
McNichol.
prime.
Yeah.
Christy McNichol at damn near their prime. And the movie is very sexually charged anyway. I mean, come on. I'm not saying I spent God, I don't know how many fucking years since I've seen the movie. It was one of those movies that was almost shamed into obscurity for a while, it feels like.
Yeah, I just saw it again last year.
Where'd you see it last year?
It was on a streaming service somewhere.
I was gonna say, did it even get a DVD release?
I don't think it ever was. No.
I was gonna say, because I really do. I'm not kidding when I said I feel like this movie was shamed into obscurity for many years.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. If Christy McNichol said, like, I need to get laid, I mean,
Nobody
like
would
you-
argue with that.
yeah,
Like,
I'd be like,
No.
hey, so what you drinking tonight?
so what I gotta do?
What I gotta do? I
Yeah.
mean, I got a penis. That's what you need, right?
She'd have
Right,
a
what
line
else I
wrapped
gotta do?
around the building like people going into Spider-Man No
What
Way
do you-
Home on
what do you
opening
want?
night.
You want the moon? I'll pull it down for you.
Yeah, I actually
Oh,
own. I actually own it on Vudu. That's how I saw it.
Okay, well that's not surprising. Usually when they get ready to put these out, the streaming versions will rise up.
I actually own it on Vudu. So.
Oh, sorry, I was taking a drink there and I got stuck down the wrong hole.
That's what she
Uh,
said.
They
Wrong
beat you
tube.
to it.
Little darling.
Little darling.
Okay, so beyond that we have, and I don't know if that's going to be 4K or Blu-ray. I have nothing more on that other than a rumor. But we also have High Noon with Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly as a
Yeah.
rumor as well. The 1952 classic. No studio yet, but we'll see on that. Then let's see what else we got.
Don't forget to pre-order Strange World. Getting
Yeah,
released on
right.
February 14th, just in time for Valentine's Day, because that's the movie everybody wants to watch that night.
Now, I've never heard of this movie. but it looks interesting. It's called Just Another Girl on the IRT. It's coming from
Never
Paramount.
heard of it.
Oh, that
Yes.
yeah, I saw that.
Leslie Harris
Yeah.
film. Yeah. Looks like looks interesting. It's one that got past me back in the day, but maybe I'll check it out this time. Game of Death 2 is also getting rumors, but I think all of the Bruce Lee movies have been rumored pretty much in the last few weeks, even though that's technically not one. Let's get real with that. But yeah. Of course, outside of the newer ones, Ben-Hur. One we brought up, what?
Yes.
Like the last show we had or the show before that. Now Warner Brothers is rumor. Of course, this is one, we talked about with the 4K Warner releases. That would be nice to get. Red is getting a Best Buy exclusive 4K release. I believe it's already been released on 4K, but it is now getting a Best Buy exclusive. Of course, we've got some more new releases we don't need to hear about. The Fan is another one that Mill Creek has announced in their videotape series or whatever you want to call it.
Is that the one with De Niro?
Robert De
and-
Niro.
and Snipes. Yep.
The Dinner on Snipes movie. Yeah.
Yep. So that one's one that I remember being okay. I don't remember loving it, but
Yeah, it was for completely.
For a minute there, my mind went to the John Travolta, Devon Sawa one. Fanatic. I was like, whoa, no, that's not what I was thinking about.
and then Eureka is going to be releasing the 1964 film Revenge. Not a film I'm too familiar with. I suppose if anybody is, it's Mike might know what it is. It looks like a samurai
Kevin Costner.
film.
Oh,
No. This is a foreign film.
okay.
Looks like a samurai
American
martial
one.
arts film. Yeah, not too familiar with it myself. Let's see here. Then we've got Ghost was one that I think dropped recently as well, and I'm not surprised. This one's had a digital release before they even did the Paramount Classics or whatever the hell they're called. And pretty much everyone that's gotten a 4K master for that line has been announced eventually for 4K release.
Speaking of which, not to cut you off there, Tom,
No.
the Paramount Presents titles, the ones that are on Blu-ray, are $12.99 on Amazon
That's
right
right.
now.
No,
So
I was
they're
going to
all
bring that
in-
up to you guys the other day because I thought there might be a few you guys might want to grab.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is a lot of those end up getting 4K releases. So
Exactly. That's why I think they're on
holding
sale
off
right
on
now.
The only cool part about them then after that is that they got really cool covers. But that's it. Then they don't carry those covers over to the 4K, which pissed me off. So whatever. Anyway, moving on from there because we do have a couple more that are a little bit more important to talk about.
Yes.
We got Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me has been rumored as for a 4K release. Now the show got a really nice release a while back with some of the show in 4K, not all of it.
That's cool. I want to get that.
But the other big rumor besides the one in the thumbnail, which we'll get to in just a second, or not a rumor, but we actually have an update now from Rocky because there's been some curiosity as to who's going to release it. Now it does look like Warner Brothers will be releasing it in February, but we're getting Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and Rocky 4 as Best Buy exclusive 4Ks at this moment in time. That's all we know.
What about 5 and Balboa?
I don't know. I have no idea. What
Not
the
that I
fuck's-
really want 5, honestly, but
Well, Rocky Balboa, I think Sony owns part of the distribution on.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get 5 in Balboa unless it's a complete box set. I don't think those are going to sell well by themselves.
That's the problem is I don't like that they're doing this because that tells me they probably will be doing a box set at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Which pisses me off because I'm not even really that enthralled with these steel books, to be honest with you. Here, I'll bring them up on screen here. in just a
Because
second
Rocky
here.
1 through 4 will be pretty good sellers on their own, but 5 and Balboa are not.
Yeah, I get it. Balboa should be, but I think Balboa is just the different company rights is the problem. But here's a look at Rocky, which kind of dumb. I don't like this one. I like the back. I know these are really small, you guys. I'm sorry. These are the best I got, though.
That's what
We got
she said.
Rocky 2. I know, right? Which somebody I
Sorry,
think
I just
pointed
got
out that's actually a shot from Rocky 3.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And then, of course, the back's not so bad, but yeah. And then we got Rocky 3, which I really hate because this is like the most photoshopped looking of the bunch. And the back is probably the least
Why didn't they
cool.
just put this one that's on the back on the front?
Why don't they just put that or the fucking posters like they did for
Exactly.
Rocky 4? All
Yeah.
of a sudden gets a fucking poster for some reason. but not the rest of them. And then on the back, they put the poster for the Rocky 4 director's cut poster, which is weird. So go figure on that one. But this does have both cuts on it, too. That's the other thing. That's the other update we do have. But then the other update we do have is obviously we're getting the Steelbooks from Best Buy exclusively. So, Greg, you're about to say something. Sorry.
No, that's you said it. that was it. No, I'm interested. I still haven't seen the Rocky 4 director's cuts. I've heard mixed things about it. So,
in between our last shows, Paramount did release the details on the Dragon Slayer 4K.
Oh, yes.
And they did do new extras for the disc too.
I think I'd read that somewhere. Now that you brought that up, so
yeah, they actually are doing an audio commentary with director Matthew Robbins and Guillermo del Toro. They're going to include screen tests. They're going to do a new featurette and include the theatrical trailer.
All right, there you go, kids.
And the steelbook looks pretty cool.
I'm kind of surprised that they're not including Phil Tippett in any of this, unless he's including in the Dragons featurette, but we'll see.
All right, sounds good. That's going to be a pretty good release.
I hope so. The steelbook looks bitchin'. It's the poster, so
yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I know Mike thinks we're steelbook simps, so
I'm not so much a steelbook simp as I am like certain ones I like, and then otherwise, if like you don't get them now, then
yeah,
whatever.
It's hard to get them steelbooks sometimes. So, and then like when they were doing that for Best Buy for a little bit, where they released exclusively to Best Buy just the movie on 4K and a steelbook and nowhere else.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you had to wait like a whole nother year before you could just buy the 4K after they released it.
Well,
that's the kind of shit
they still haven't. I don't think the Hurt Locker has been released on regular 4K yet, and Kurosawa's Ron hasn't been released on regular 4K yet either. Just that exclusive.
Yeah, I just have the steelbook or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Like, here's an example, Mike. Like on this one, if I knew there was a Rocky box set coming out, I would actually pass up these releases for that, because the only one of these steelbooks that I like the looks of is 4.
Yeah.
The rest of them I hate.
There'll be another release of these on 4K. They're not going to.
No, I know, but I bet you they'll have similar covers to them.
Yeah, I would say there's going to be a box set. It's kind of funny that they're doing it. I guess maybe they're doing this test of waters, and then they'll release 5 of Balboa later or something.
Well, that's the thing. I just don't understand because, anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. We got some super chats here. Oh, go ahead.
Is it Rocky 4 including the new cut?
Yes, and I mentioned that before. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, no problem. And then we've got some super chats here. We got Canon Falladero, who says in $1.99 thumbs up. If you haven't hit thumbs up yet, please do that. We appreciate that here at the channel. Then we got Dearest, who sends us a #1 sticker. Thank you for that. Then we got Primarch Vulcan, who says any news or rumors of possible 4K upgrade of either the director's cut of Das Boot. Now, isn't that one that we mentioned a while back was getting a 4K release?
Yeah, I think
so. So we have no updates.
We talked about it a few weeks ago.
Is it Kino doing that? Is it Kino?
I don't know if it's Kino, but
I seen somebody was doing that.
I know it's a foreign release. Wasn't that like Turbine or somebody like that?
It's a Sony title here in the US.
In the US. But the one I remember hearing about, I think it was a foreign one, but I can't remember offhand now.
I'm actually surprised Sony hasn't moved to put that on 4K here in the US.
That actually, to be honest with you, that was another one I could see in the in another Sony box set.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
But another one we did miss was Bringing Out the Dead. I forgot about that one because I don't think we mentioned that in the last show. Did we?
I don't think so. I know
it's been 2 weeks, and another one I think we missed before was When Harry Met Sally. Or did we grab that one?
And what did we do? Like the City of the Living Dead or whatever? I think we did that one, didn't we?
I think we did that one, and Red Eye was another one that's been since then that we didn't get.
Yeah, and City of the Living Dead, Diabolic still has copies available for pre-order, but like I said,
I remember we talked about that one. Now,
yeah, that's a very limited release. If you want it, you better jump on it.
Oh yeah, Cinderella was the other one, but I think we mentioned that the last show we had. So yep, I think we're all caught up now. Okay, so the newest one is Face Off, as you've seen from the thumb. This is looking to come from Kino Lorber. And this... I could eat a peach for hours. We've got
I love that movie.
Prepping it for 4K release. I don't think we have a date yet, though. Doesn't look like it. But I would imagine it's probably in the early quarter here. Early first quarter, we'll get an announcement. So probably
they've just said
summer to late.
Year.
Somewhere in the summer or late part of the year. But yeah, this is a fun film. Of course, it's completely batshit crazy.
It's awesome. I love that fucking movie.
But it harkens back to a time when we had a lot of batshit crazy movies with really
Papa's
weird.
got a brand new bag.
Yeah. But this kind of was weird because we were just talking about this morning on Midnight's Edge After Dark about how there's no more of these high concept or films that are just sold on the stars, and the stars would sell the concept. This is one of those movies. You put John Travolta, Nicolas Cage in the movie. Stupid fucking concept, but it works because you got two really cheesy actors who know how to chew the scenery, right?
Exactly.
And I don't know, Valiant, are you a fan of this film? I got to imagine you liked Face Off.
I haven't watched it in, I don't even remember the last time, but I remember watching it going, my feelings were almost the same. This is bizarre. This is so freaking weird, but why am I still keeping this on and watching it and being entertained? What the hell is happening here?
I'm Castor Troy.
I'm Castor Troy.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's like if John Woo decided to make a Michael Bay movie before Michael Bay. Yeah. I mean, Michael Bay was around, but he wasn't quite Michael Bay yet. You know what I mean? Because this feels like a movie Michael Bay would have made.
It does. It's like with the big explosions and set pieces, freaking prison in the middle of the ocean.
It feels like you have Ben Affleck asking him, it just wouldn't really work if you took one guy's face off and put on another. How does that work? Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Go with it.
It's about a half hour too long.
Yeah, but I love every minute of it, man.
Did this ever get a Blu-ray? Because I don't think I have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, they've done one basic release on Blu-ray.
I was gonna say maybe I do. I'd have to look.
It was like $7.99 is like what I paid for it, so it was cheap.
I would think I would have it. I guess if it exists, I would probably have it.
Yeah, for the longest time, all that existed, it was only on DVD, and it was a horrible transfer too.
Yeah.
But then
not that a lot of Paramount's Blu-ray transfers are much better, and we'll get into that later on your show, Greg.
And we'll be, to be honest, we'll be talking more about Nicolas Cage on my show later too. So, because I got unbearable, massive weight of unbearable talent.
Oh, you finally got to see it?
Yeah, I got it for Christmas, and I watched it. So, yeah, it was awesome.
Nick fucking Cage.
Fucking Cage. Nick Cage smooches are the best. So.
So I got to imagine you're kind of a fan too, Mike, even though it's kind of batshit crazy.
Yeah, I like Face Off quite a bit. I think I saw it a couple times in the theater when it really came out.
I saw it at least once, I know.
Yeah, I saw it at least twice, maybe 3 times. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I saw it in the theaters and I saw it on home video. Then eventually bought it on Blu-ray. So,
yeah, as Shanatsky brings up here, the guns make a cameo in the Unbearable Weight film.
I have that, and I've been sitting on it for 2 months. I still haven't watched it.
Oh, it's such a fun movie. It was so much fun.
And that's another one of those, like you were talking about, it's a high concept movie, which they even bring that up in the movie. That's a high concept movie.
It's one of those movies that does a really good job of building upon building upon building of what the idea is and how simplistic it is, but yet it gets complicated as it goes.
And it feels like a Nick Cage blockbuster type movie as well at the same time.
I don't want to give too much of away, but like you get to the point where you realize, oh shit, this is the movie they're writing. Kind of
exactly. I know when it came to the ending, I was like, what the fuck did I just see? What?
You saw the movie they wrote.
I know. It's like all of a sudden Demi Moore's there, not to spoil anything. Like, what?
It's great. I loved it so much, man. It was fun. It's one of my favorites of the year. Speaking of that, we're going to be doing something soon. I got to figure out the logistics of it, but I want you guys to do me a favor in this video. After we're done, I'm going to pin a comment, and I want all of you who are listening and who have listened after the fact to write in like your favorite 2 or 3 new Blu-ray releases. Now, I don't mean new movies necessarily. It can be, but I mean Blu-ray only releases, meaning movies that did not get a 4K, but were like new special editions. Like, for instance, Earth Girls Are Easy. We recently got the Silent Night, Deadly Night 345 set. That is what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. It can be new movies that didn't get a 4K release, but I would like you guys to put in like at least your 2 or 3 choices, because that will then be part of something that I'm working on in the background, that will be like our own Oscars here for 4K. I'm not sure what the awards are going to be called yet. You guys could throw in some suggestions in the comments section for that as well. But we're going to give away awards to our favorite 4K movies in different categories, and you guys are going to help us vote on these. But this is just a part of it. But what I want to do is get your guys' picks for favorite for favorite regular Blu-ray releases for the year. This can be movies, television, new movies, and old movies, as long as they were released this year and not a re-release of something that we'd already gotten before. So if that makes sense. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. It just has to have been released in the 2022 calendar. So, but I'm going through now and working on a list of all the 4K releases. And in those, then we're gonna try and work out some categories, and then we're gonna let you guys vote from there, and that's the plan anyway. So the first step, though, we need to get all your guys' picks for standard Blu-rays throughout the year that did not get 4K releases. So like The Offer, for instance, is another one that only got released on Blu-ray. It's a TV show, so there you go. Something like that, or a classic release. Another one besides the ones we mentioned, let's see here. What else did we get this year? Like Hudson Hawk, stuff like that. I mean, whatever it is, something.
Back to the Beach. That's one of my
Back
favorites.
to the Beach is a good one. There you go.
Yeah.
So if you guys understand, and I think we're cool with that, then yeah, that's pretty much all we had for the main topics of the day. Was there any new releases that you guys had gotten your hands on that you wanted to discuss? Any issues or problems you've had in the world of 4K Blu-ray that have come to your attention, or anything like that?
No, sadly, to be honest, I haven't got to watch a whole lot because of where I've been. But no, but I did get to watch a few. So like Nick Cage and some other stuff I want to bring up tonight, but I haven't got a chance to break into all my new Christmas movies yet. So
yeah, I'm right there with you. I have a big pile of discs and I haven't messed with any of them yet. So,
I did finish up some Christmas viewing.
Oh, yeah.
One of them was 4K.
There you go.
I got the Christmas specials classics. These are actually new scans, and they do look pretty good. They didn't add any new special features to them as far as that goes. But one thing I've noticed is every time they've released these bastards, the collections get smaller and smaller and smaller. Because if you remember when Classic Media first had them, they put these bitches out and you'd have like 20 fucking things.
Yeah, you get like Frosty, and then you get Mr. Magoo and all that.
Well, you get the Return of Frosty and everything else, which
yeah,
I'm not even sure if you get that on here, to be honest with you. I don't think you do. But like I have the last Classic Media release of it, and it's the Blu-ray release, and that has, I want to say, at least 10, if not more. And now we're getting to the point where, yeah, all we got now is just the 3. But and they don't even have any bonus cartoons to go with it. But if you get them in this box set, it's not a bad price. And of course, the highlight being Rudolph looks amazing. Frosty looks pretty good. Santa Claus Comes to Town looks pretty good too. But the fan favorite being Rudolph. I mean, it's definitely worth it for that if you're a huge Rudolph fan. But yeah, if you already own them, it just depends on if you're that much of a snob like me.
I need to get those on 4K. I've been meaning to. I was wondering how they actually look, so I guess
My understanding is they are new scans of the negative, but they did scans of the negative a few years back for the 2K releases. They did so.
Have they put the Grinch out on 4K yet?
The Jim Carrey one, yes.
No. I'm talking about the original.
And I'm not 100% sure because I have 2 different Blu-ray releases of that, and I'm not sure if they did a 4K scan of it yet. So I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I've got the last Blu-ray release, but I just couldn't remember if they put it on 4K.
Because they did a 50th anniversary and then they did an ultimate. And this was the 65th anniversary of the book. And then the 65th anniversary of the special is in 2025, I think. Or was it 27? Can't remember now. But because that 50th anniversary one, I think that's the older one. And the ultimate edition is the newer one. They come out with a new one like every other year.
Yeah. I think I got the like Mike. I think I got the last Blu-ray as one as well, but I can't stand it. I know a lot of people like it, but I can't stand the Jim Carrey Grinch. I can't.
The Jim Carrey Grinch is cancer.
I can't stand it.
I don't hate it, but yeah, it's not the original.
I think it missed.
And it's definitely not as bad as the newest one. Like I watched like 10 minutes of the newest one, and I'm like, nope, fuck this.
Oh yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch is
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I managed to just I didn't hate. I wanted to hate it, but I didn't hate it. Yeah, it is what it is. What about you, Valiant? Any new picks or pickups lately that you got a chance to peep out?
Well, I'm not finished with it yet, but I watched a few minutes of it. Got sidetracked, but I've got War Games. I used to love that.
I was watching that just before the show.
Yeah, that's what I actually have on the TV right now. I was watching a little earlier.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I just ordered that with a gift card today.
Yeah, it's on sale right now for $25. So.
Yeah, I think it's from the Negative. It doesn't say on the box.
It looks pretty. I mean, definitely
it looks pretty good.
They did not use, almost any at all DNR on it.
I wouldn't go that far, but not to the point where it's excessive.
I mean,
at all,
well, that's what I'm saying. To the point where it's like you barely notice it. There's still a lot of organic film grain.
Considering it was 84 that came out, 85,
83, I think. I think it was.
Yeah, I mean that was like the first movie with Michael Madsen or something like that.
Yeah, but it's an MGM title back when they still had money.
Right.
So
towards the end of where the money was running out, but yeah.
But, no, you can tell though. This is a nice production. Like, yeah, you're right. It does look really nice for the release. Did you guys get a slipcover with it? I didn't.
I did. Wait. Oh no, wait. No, I did not.
I was gonna say, Shout's been doing that lately, where some of their 4Ks have them, some of them don't.
Yeah, I was noticing that. Anywhere you look that up, there's no slipcover for it on any of the pictures.
Bill and Ted didn't.
Anywhere.
Okay, so all right. Well, then probably not.
Yeah. I don't think it comes with one.
I'm waiting. I should have gotten. I would think I would have gotten Bubba Hotep by now. I think some other people have gotten it. It got shipped out a while ago, but it still hasn't gotten to me yet. Hopefully, they didn't send it to the wrong place or something.
A lot of delays this time of year.
Well, I've gotten a lot of other stuff already. Today was a huge day for me getting shit dropped off. I tell you what. That's why Sadie was going so nuts earlier on the show. If you were listening, but
I know I got I finally got the Star Trek movies, the $6 at the 4Ks. I got it for Christmas, but it was supposed to be here Friday, and now they're saying Saturday, so I don't know.
Okay, so see, I got some stuff early, but then I got a couple things late. I got Halloween today instead of yesterday, and I got War Games today instead of I think yesterday when it was released, or did it get released last week?
I think I got it last week. I've had it for about a week now.
I had to order. I forgot to order it. That was one of the few I forgot to pre-order. And I was like, shit, I forgot to order it, and I saw it, so I grabbed it, but I got it today. So like,
yeah, it was on my Christmas list, so I had to hold off on getting that for myself.
No, I totally just spaced it out or something, or I planned on putting it in with a shout order just to make sure I had enough for shipping or whatever. I can't remember now, but yeah, I don't know what the hell why I didn't order it, but it was like, oh, I better get it, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, so I got sucked into it, and I'm like, shit, I got a half hour, 45 minutes left, and I got to get upstairs to the office.
Now, I've been watching old Tom Baker Doctor Who all day because I got a couple of those sets for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
I've been watching those all day.
You like your jelly bellies?
Yeah, jelly babies.
Jelly babies, that's right. Jelly babies.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of old Doctor Who, but I do love the Tom Baker stuff. So
I like Pertwee. I can't if I can say his name right. And Tom Baker.
Yeah, I liked Pertwee himself, but his doctor got stuck on Earth and couldn't leave Earth, and that kind of
But the guy's back, man. That's why I like. I just love his performance.
Pertwee himself was good, but they really hamstrung the Doctor by keeping him on Earth all the time. So
yeah.
That's what I've been watching.
Like I said, I really haven't had a chance. Christmas came and it was like, yay, and then hospital. So
Yeah, not much
It's-
break in there. Yeah.
Yeah, not much break in there. So I managed to watch a couple things, but not as much as I would have by now.
That's understandable. And then we got another super sticker from Darius Munchausen who sends in, let's see here what it is. A box of popcorn. Thank you so very much for that, Darius. We appreciate it. And with that, I think we've gotten all the super chats. Let me double check. Looks like that is the case. And I don't see any member chats at all. Anything you guys seen in the chat you wanted to address real quick before we head out?
I don't think so. I think
No.
I was just looking back myself.
I mean, somebody brought up Debbie Does Dallas, but
You like that movie?
Yeah.
no, seriously, somebody brought it up in the chat, and that's what made me laugh because I keep saying that every time.
Well, doesn't Vinegar Syndrome have that one?
Yeah,
At least the sequel, if not.
yeah.
What about Dragons Forever? It's coming. I know that.
What is Dragons Forever?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
It's
what is that?
that's a isn't that a whatchamacallit, Jackie Chan movie, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never been a huge Jackie Chan fan, so I guess
Yeah,
I
it's
got it, I
in the
think, but I
80s.
haven't got a chance to even break
Yeah,
into
it's
it
like
yet.
real Jackie Chan, not like Americanized Jackie
Right.
Chan
Yeah, no,
movies.
right.
Yeah.
I think the only real Jackie Chan stuff I have is the Police Story films. I think those are the ones I have.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that box. I still need to finish watching those. Like the first one looked amazing. I couldn't believe it. And I need to go back and throw the third one in just to see, because I'm sure that one's probably even better, just because by that point their production quality had gone up, the film stock had gotten better. So,
Yeah, it was a lot newer film than.
but I loved
original,
those
yeah.
movies. Now I want like Rumble in the Bronx and all that stuff too.
Yeah, I do like Rumble in the Bronx. I like some of the ones that were released in the U.S. in the 90s.
Now was Rumble in the Bronx one that got re-edited over here when it got brought over? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say it would be
all-
nice to get the original cut. wouldn't it?
yeah. Super Cop, First Strike, Rumble in the all those were edited all to hell
Yeah.
when they imported them.
Yeah.
Looks like Police Story 3 got delayed till March.
Well, I mean, I bought the UK box set.
I say I got the UK box set too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have, that's the one I've got, the whole box set with 1, 2, and 3 in there for Police Story.
Right. But no, other than that, did we mention the Texas Chainsaw bit before? I think we did. So I think we were all. There's
think we
nothing we've missed.
Mentioned that on the last show.
Yeah.
I was gonna
I
say I'm
remember
trying to
that
remember
one.
because it's been I think 2 weeks since we had a show, so sometimes
Might
that
wanna-
throws me off.
Might want to let people know that the price has dropped massively on that. It's
Yeah.
about $32.99 right now on Amazon.
$32.99 on Amazon and $39.99 on Best Buy.
Yeah.
There you go. And it sounds like there's a. Let me see here. There's an update on Titanic according to Digital Bits. Let's see here.
Yeah, I saw something when I looked right before we started. I think it's just more confirmation about it's going to happen with Avatar and Avatar 2, and then you'll see the Abyss and all that hopefully around the same time, kind of like
Yeah.
we've been discussing.
It sounds like April or February has been the date that's been talked about. Now we got an update for Rain Man 2. It looks like 3/28 is the new date for that.
That's good because they're adding HDR and stuff to it, where
Yep.
before they weren't.
Yep.
Are they
I'm glad.
going to be releasing Wapner in 4K
Yeah,
at the same
definitely
time?
needs HDR.
We
Definitely
need
needs
HDR and
HDR.
Wapner at that point.
Yeah, but
in
it doesn't have
4K.
Dolby Vision. Yeah, it doesn't have Dolby Vision. No Dolby.
Will they sell it? Will they sell it at Kmart?
Kmart sucks.
Anymore.
Kmart sucks. Definitely sucks. Yeah. Where the fuck is this Titanic news, Bill? What the hell? I'm like looking all over for it here.
Well, I thought I saw something right at the top.
Station.
Where did I see it? Yes, it's the
Welcome
first one.
back.
A
The
Titanic
holidays.
4K update, Tuesday the 27th, right here. I'm on the website. Are you on?
Yeah,
the
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I saw that earlier too, but I really couldn't. I don't really care.
He
for
talks about
Titanic.
personal stuff here. It's dark material. I don't like it either, but I know fans of it. Jack Ryan, Avatar. We got School Ties. Oh yeah, that one's coming.
Oh, I
from
see. It's all the way at
Imprint.
this last paragraph.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like. I'm like, where the fuck? Okay. As I mentioned last week, Monday here at the Bits, there's a very good chance Titanic will be released on Ultra HD in 2023. I've now checked with multiple industry, distribution, and retail sources and confirmed it. Many details are still to be announced, but film is coming on 4K next year from Paramount. We'll obviously post additional information updates as they come in. Now, I think that's going to follow a theatrical release because, as you know, or some may not know, I'll let you know now. He upconverted the frame resolution deal like he did with the first Avatar for that movie. So I have a feeling he's going to re-release it in theaters with the high frame rate.
Oh, God.
Cameron, I don't know what's happened to him, but it's like the more I hear him talk, the more like I lose all interest in everything he's doing.
Stop going vegan and shit.
And the lemmings keep going to the fucking movies and encouraging this shit. Stop going to Avatar 2.
Yeah, no, I had to delete 30 minutes of action sequences.
Sorry, I'm not trying to call you a lemming if you went to see it. But anyway, sorry, you said Greg, I'm sorry.
No, that's what he was saying. I had to delete like 30 minutes of Avatar 2 because I don't want to perpetuate violence and stuff.
Why couldn't he cut it down to that 30 minutes? That's what I'm interested in.
And he's like, if I think back to some of the films I made in the past, but I don't think I would make them today.
As I've said, the real James Cameron does not exist anymore. He is on the same spaceship that the original Michael Jackson and Tim Burton are on.
Yeah. I mean, when he started with the whole, I had to work out my masculinity because that's toxic and all. And now we're getting more and more of this. And it's like, dude, just join the quinoa and kale crowd out there and start looking like recent pictures of Robert Downey Jr. and just throw yourself in a fucking wood chipper.
Eat the bugs.
Well, I was headed out the door to the theater. Then Tom started yelling at me. Fine. I'm not going. It's cold out anyway. You got Ed Wood on Blu-ray for Christmas. That's cool. That's been out for a little while. I think I watched that last year.
That might be my favorite Tim Burton film.
I don't know about my favorite, but it's a good one. And it's one I always forget that he did because it's so good.
Yeah, it's
almost too good for Tim Burton. Don't get me wrong, I love classic Tim Burton, but ever since about 2001, he has not been the same man. Basically when he made Planet of the Apes. After that, not the same Tim Burton.
I'm still surprised Johnny Depp wasn't in that one.
He probably was somewhere in the background. We just didn't know it.
He's probably an ape somewhere.
Somewheres. I wouldn't doubt it. But all right, kids, was there anything else we wanted to discuss? I think we've tapped everything we can on this one, surprisingly.
I think we hit
it. Big Fish was kind of an outlier, but that was like the least Tim Burton of all the Tim Burton movies, too. So
yeah. That's when he was like, everybody was saying, all he does is add Johnny Depp and his wife in the movie. He's like, okay, so I'll just make this real quick. That's about what he did.
That was his trying to get an Oscar movie.
Yeah. No, Robert Downey Jr. does not have cancer. He just
not
went
that
vegan.
We know of. He just went vegan, so now he'd become your vegan.
Oh, yeah.
Except bugs. He is eating the bugs.
Yeah. I did see somebody say
he looks like a vegan
lots
lesbian.
Of estrogen pills.
That's what I said. He looks like a vegan lesbian now.
Oh, yeah. He could totally run a lesbian bookstore.
Yeah. Somebody said he looks worse than he did when he was on drugs. So.
He does. He honestly does.
He does.
It's true. It's true.
It's sad.
It's so true.
It's like another hero going down the drain. It's like, what happened?
Stray says you don't own a bison until you wrestle one.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine now we've had, not to deviate, but, all the talk about how desperate Disney would be to get him back as Stark just to show up in a flashback or in a multiverse thing, just even as a cameo. Looking at his recent pictures, would you want to see him in that role again?
No,
I wouldn't either.
Soy.
No.
We've lost him, kids.
Yeah, he's going full granola out
and
there
another
in
one
California.
bites the dust. And another one's gone. And another one's gone.
And another one bites the dust. All right, kids, let's get out of here. Take care of yourselves and each other. Mike's trying to grab the 4K for you title there.
Can't get it.
Can't get his fingers around it. With that, till next time.
I got molested in a little boy's room.
Never forget. Never forget.
That gets me every time.